as you take a moment and kind of see to your wounds and relax and kind of, recover from the intense rage and all the emotional pain that's transpired here, the blade begins to shrink. You hear the slight crackle as the metal begins to creak and pull backward, all the jagged edges pulling into the central singular curved blade at the front of it. As it hits, it seems to almost shrink slightly smaller than it was before, and the metal creaks for a second, and a voice in your head goes, "No. Hungry." Make a Constitution saving throw.
Natural 20.
For but a moment, you sense a very similar feeling. One that it's been really since the battle with Kavarn, when all of the light in the world vanished for a second and darkness took your consciousness. And that same cold sensation, it starts to stem from the blade itself, like it's actually trying to pull you into it, and you resist it. Feed. No.
Well, I don't have anything to feed you.
Find something.
All right. What?
Who are you talking to, Grog?
I'm so hungry. My stomach's rumbling.
Oh.
You guys can use your hit dice if you want to heal up. So you can.
Do I get a level of exhaustion back or no? The long rest?
No, long rest for your exhaustion.
It's a short rest, it means.
That sword is an asshole.
If you have any spells that say they come back for a short rest, you do those.
Be honest.
That should have been a disadvantage.
Should have been a disadvantage.
Roll again.
Oh, fuck. No.
Yeah.
Fuck. No.
What is
You're
it?
lying.
It's a 1. It's a
You're
1, isn't it?
lying.
He rolled a 1.
You are lying to me.
What are the odds?
Like 5%.
It giveth and it taketh away.
5% both times.
Everybody roll for initiative.
You watch as Grog stands up and starts walking into the snow of the forest, with the blade out. Topples and falls to one knee, then falls face first in the snow.
Grog? I run over to him. We all run out. We run out.
Yeah.
He's still. He's cold. There are no signs of life.
Roll him over. Grog.
Slap him across the face.
Yeah. Punch him across the face. Grog. Pike.
I grab the sword and I take it off of away from him, off of his person.
Grog still rolled on his back, eyes just dead, lifeless.
Okay.
Pike, is it the sword? Is it the
I
sword?
feel like it's the sword. I mean, we all know that sword has been weird.
Can you greater restoration?
Yes, greater restoration.
While she does
on
greater
Grog.
restoration, I want to go over and
Break it.
Don't break
grab
it.
the sword and see. Yeah, actually, can I do
don't.
like a what?
Don't break it. Don't break it.
Why not?
His soul could be inside of it.
What do you mean his soul
I
could be
touched
inside
the
of it?
sword. It spoke to me. It craves strength from other beings.
Wait, what do you mean
The
it
sword
spoke to you?
Grog, though you are having a hard time coming to terms with it, in the back of your head, there's a part of you that knows that right now, Grog in the snow is dead.
Oh no.
Where can we take him?
How can he be dead?
Can we take him to Gilmore? Can we take
Scanlan,
him
what
to...
should I do with
Do it,
this
do it, do it,
sword?
do it.
Don't break it.
Should I cast something through it to try and purge whatever it is out of
You
it?
could try to do greater restoration on the sword to see if that would somehow...
Wait, I have Revivify.
Okay?
Learned?
Yes.
Just as that window of time begins to fade for the magic to have any effect, you reach down and you grasp his cold-muscled chest, and you find the one singular thread, that little soul thread that's still connected to the essence of his eternal being that once resided within this corpse. And you clutch onto it with the magic and hold onto it to begin this ritual. As you're certainly staring at the sword,
I was going to say something to it.
what do you say to it?
If I were you, I'd put it back or else it will be the last meal you ever eat, for as I will find an abyss so deep and so far you will never taste a drop of blood again. And I'm not touching it. I touched it and put it down and let go and said that to it.
The shadow begins to bleed from the blade and rise up with, seems almost like an incensed fury from your words. However, you also hear a raging scream bellow from inside the blade, a familiar yell echoing and distant.
I'll start summoning my own fucking mist, man. I'm not fucking intimidated by this shit.
Your shadow begins to rise over your back as well, as it begins to coalesce, these two black centers of dark energy facing off in wordless anger and lack of understanding. The arm of Grog's body grabs you by the throat and just starts clutching it as it lifts up and looks you in the face, eyes red with rage, going. He manages to close off the windpipe just for a short moment, but in that time, the red fades from his eyes, and the first inhale of breath comes into Grog's chest. And your vision clears, and the moment of confusion hits you as you look around and notice this tiny gnome in your grip, head beet red, as you notice that your thumbs are pressed into his larynx.
No. What'd you do to me?
Nothing.
What the fuck is that sword, Grog?
Gave you some ale.
What just happened?
What's with you and gnomes today, man?
I like gnomes, I don't know. What? Why am I down here?
Grog, how many fingers am I holding up?
9.
I think it's him.
Yeah, I do
He's
too.
fine.
All right.
Oh my gosh. Grog, you
My
died.
God.
Holy
What?
shit.
You were dead. You fell over dead.
How many more of us are going to die?
No, I didn't. No.
Yes, you did.
What? When?
Pike saved you.
Where's
Pike
your
brought you
sword,
back.
Grog?
My sword is... Where is my sword?
Yeah, exactly.
It's not your sword anymore.
What do you mean? Where is my... Where's Craven
You
Edge?
sit up and glance over, and you see about 15 feet from you, set up against the bottom of a tree, the blade is currently being crouched over by Percy, his fingers tense, his shoulders and back arched and locked, and you see two shadow sources that are almost on their own subtle plane having a stare down.
Shit.
Hey, Percy. Percy!
Little busy.
Do you want to explain this, Grog?
Well, I mean, he's obviously messing with other people's property, and I walk over to the sword.
No!
I run over and I block it. I stand next to Percy and I block the sword.
What?
You do?
Yeah, I walk over and I
I'm
stop
pulling
Grog.
out daggers and standing behind
My-
my sister. Grog. Grog, let it go.
But it's my sword.
It was never your sword, was it, Grog?
I mean, Percy gave it to me, but it is
Percy
mine.
gave it to you.
Wait, Percy gave it to
Yeah, he let him have it.
That's right.
Yeah, we traded, fair and square.
What did you say?
Little busy.
Scanlan, what? That sword, Grog, that's... Listen, when I experienced the sword, it was pretty cool. And it is a powerful, powerful weapon, but after seeing what it's just done to you, I don't think you can have it, man.
Well, I'm still a bit
it's not
fuzzy.
safe.
Look, I mean, you know, we fought the Sphinx.
Yeah.
It got like super gnarly, and then we took a little rest. And did you see it shrunk, right?
Grog, the sword pulled you into it. You were dead. Your soul was with whatever the fuck is in there now.
Well, how did I get out of there?
Pike saved
We brought you back.
It was you, Pike.
Oh, like just now?
It was a group effort.
Dorolo knew about this, that's perfectly clear. You knew about this too, Scanlan.
Vax, I assume you have secrets that you haven't told us.
He's got a third testicle. It's out there. I said it.
It's a great time for a joke. It's a great time for a joke.
Best time for a joke.
It's not. The weird part is it's not in his crosshair.
I could try casting greater restoration on the sword.
I might be able to banish it.
Can you do that?
Well, that's a
Really?
bit strong, don't you think?
And it's only for a minute.
No, I can do a more permanent version of that.
Wow.
I've never tried it before, and it's a 7th level spell.
Well, look, okay, look, if you get bucked off a horse, right, you don't kill the horse, you just train it up a bit. Like, let's just work with the sword.
Horses don't try to steal your soul, Grog.
Who owned the sword before you had it?
Ah, good call.
Who?
Do we
well,
know?
I would.
Find it on the ground?
Oh,
Nope.
it was Lord Briarwood.
It's very familiar, that's right. It belonged to the arch vampire
Yeah.
who fucked up.
Right.
And I hate to be the one to point it out, but I feel like you've been almost a little bit more brutal than you usually are here
Thank
lately,
you.
which is almost impressive.
Grog, I'm going to make you a deal. We're going to deal with this as a family, and we're going to get you something much nicer
It just killed you.
right away. We're
I
going to
hear.
replace it with something a little less complicated.
It served its purpose. You got its fair use. You got your money's worth, which
Yeah,
was
but
free.
I can use it on Kevdak.
It can use you on Kendak.
Do not use it against Kevdak. You don't want something making your strength unnatural when you fight.
Kevdak has the Titanstone knuckles. It's a vestige that we're looking for, right? It's gonna be a hell of a fight, and this is a hell of a sword.
He's got a vestige.
Grog.
He's still just him.
The sword just fucking killed you, you dummy.
And you were far powerful before the sword. You killed the Lord Briarwood without the sword.
That's right.
The sword didn't make you
Oh,
Grog.
but okay, hold on, Pike. If we're going back to Kevdak, you know I'm not like scared to death, right?
No.
I would die by a dragon, I would die by a beholder, and I wouldn't care, like as long as it was a beautiful death. But I don't want to die from Kevdak, not him.
We'll find you a better weapon. I don't want you to die from something that's not worth it.
All right, fine. Do what you want with it. I don't need it.
What do you think we should do with it?
Have some
We'll
ale.
find you something strong.
Grog,
What do you think Greta Restoration will do?
Something tells me you won't be weeping.
I'm tempted to ask you to do it just because I would love to be wrong.
Fucking
again.
try it,
feels
Pike.
Really good to
Should
be
we
wrong.
try it?
Let's try it.
Let's try it.
Yeah, go for
really
it.
Okay.
stupid.
We got to back up
Please
this.
make me be wrong.
rid the world
So,
of evil, shall we?
As Pike turns around from Grog, the softness in her face fades, and the hard jawline of Pike Trickfoot, seafaring gnome cleric,
Yeah.
steps across the snow, step by step towards the darkened blade that nearly stole away her childhood friend.
Oh my God.
As you step forward and the shadow begins to emanate from the blade, you focus and concentrate, and as you do, the light of Serenity begins to glow from the front of your hand. As it does, the shadow seems to be cast away, and the blade now stands currently bare before you. You reach out and touch the blade. You
ready,
recite a
Keelan.
few words under your breath, and release the energy of the spell into the sword. As you reach out and touch the blade, you can feel suddenly the dark, chaotic presence in there. You see flashes in your mind of an individual, an ancient person. You see flashes in your head of a clamoring for power, a need for attention and wealth. You see a person making a deal with something it didn't understand. You see a flash of a punishment. You see the remnants of their eternal soul bound to a blade. You see themselves cursed with eternal, gluttonous, unending hunger and cast through the ages, the rest forgotten. And you see, just like the singular thread that was holding Grog to his corpse, a dark, dark thread that connects the sword to Grog. And with this spell, you grasp out and clutch it and tear it in two. Grog, wherever you're standing, it's like you just got punched in the gut. You're thrown off your feet and land in the snow once again, eyes wide open. All of you freak out because it's just like how Grog fell originally, except for he shoots up, heavy breathing, alive. With that, the blade just kind of snarls in your grasp.
Whoops.
see.
What's happened?
Grog, that fucking blade ate your soul.
What?
I wonder this entire time how you could be so foolish to give in to something that this whole time has been using you.
How could I have been so foolish? This whole time, that fucking blade has been using me.
Pike, let go. Let go.
Let's get rid
Not
of
my
it.
No.
Yo, guys, update.
now.
That
Yeah.
sword is
Now.
totally evil.
What do you think we were
Rob.
telling you?
I reach out and I plane shift it to the pocket dimension of the Dread Emperor.
I'm really sorry about that.
Hey, it's okay, Grog.
Yeah.
I know you didn't mean to.
No, I didn't. I was like floating away. You should have seen the inside. It was just like wind everywhere.
It sounds pretty crazy.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, what would my buddy Puck do? She would take the sword and attach a chain to it, throw it through the door, and then you were there.
It's okay, Grog. I'll be fine.
Yeah, but you're my best buddy.
Oh, Grog.
Do you want one of my healing potions? Are you sure
No,
you're all right?
I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay. I think if we just... I'm excited to see you guys.
Scanlan is the oldest, but I've been aged the most, maybe.
He's really fucking old right now.
how
Look at
old
all
are
those
you?
wrinkles.
How
It's
old-
kind
how
of
old is he?
disgusting, actually.
If I recall,
His
you
ears
aged
are
close
starting
to
to
20,
droop.
roughly around
years, right?
20 to 25 years.
I mean, you look like a fine wine. You just
I
got
know.
better with age.
I knew that this was coming. I just thought I had more years until it happened.
I mean, you did.
The gray looks great on you.
Salt
you know?
and pepper hair,
Salt and
it's
pepper.
lovely.
You should really look at this as a nice kind of peek into the future. It's not bad.
Yeah, so
Outside of the tent right now, just in the process of cutting what looks like firewood that's going to be used for the fire pits later
Where
on.
did he find the wood? I thought there were no trees around.
Why? When you imagine that they don't go to other nearby wooded areas and cut them down?
Yeah, poke the DM.
I was.
Great idea.
You did this.
So funny.
You did
Way
this.
down.
And that's what happened. You think that was an accident?
50 episodes. This is the first one.
This was the first one.
Well, just I might die and stuff, so just don't read this until I do. Can I read it?
Don't!
What's this?
Pass it over.
You're like,
It smells funny.
do you want to go steady? If yes, check this box.
do not open, and in parentheses, till I'm dead.
That's all.
Hopefully, I never have to open this.
I hope so too. That's all. Have a good night.
Bye, Scanlan.
Bye.
Secrets.
I close the door, I open it, and I read it.
I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you.
Yes, you do.
Oh my god! Nobody look. Nobody look. Don't you look. Don't you look. Don't you look.
That,
Full on reading it!
you know what? I love her anyway.
This is a bit of a tome, so I think I should wait to read this, but a part of me... Oh.
Okay.
Oh my
Clever
goodness
fucker.
gracious.
Good God.
I want to know what it says.
I know.
I think we gotta wait for it to finish because the night is young.
All dick pics.
The cube.
Critical Role hoodies
know,
now
I know,
on
right
sale.
Right as the sun begins to rise, by the distant sound of you see the wings unfurled, and with each swoosh down, the gargantuan black dragon streaks down.
Do a magic trick, and then the other grog sprang up and said, "Fight me instead." It would
like
seem more real.
What was your dad's name?
Larry?
Curly.
Both.
Remember? It was Stonejaw. So
Ah,
Stonejaw, Strongjaw.
That's a terrible
That's embarrassing.
That's like George Foreman the
You
Fourth.
had an intelligence of 4.
I know.
It's a repressed memory, all right?
All right.
It comes up never.
This is George Foreman. This is also George Foreman. These three guys are also George Foreman.